Λοιπόν, είμαι εδώ έξω ακριβώς από το Τσόκομπο. Λοιπόν, κάπου έχει τα DLC. Λοιπόν, δεν ξέρω ποια πήρες Οδυσσέα. Εγώ έχω αυτό. Λογικά θα τα πήρες και εσύ αυτά από το προηγούμενο. Έλα ρε Βιτοριά και καλησπέρα. Τίποτα δεν έχασες, μόλις ξεκίνησα. Πήγα να τη μέσα, άστα. Χαμός. Λοιπόν, δε Οδυσσέα έχω κάνει 3 team εδώ πέρα, δες. Ναι, Σαλαμάδα, γι' αυτό σου λέω, μπορείς να δεις άνετα. Και δεν ξέρω κι εγώ πώς έκανε υπομονή για να παίξω. Θα σου δείξω πριν πάω στο Τσόκομπο τι αποστάσεις έχω περπατήσει στο map και τι ανθρώπους έχω κάνει δεν μπόρεσα να κάνω interact γιατί έπρεπε να συνεχίσω το story. Λοιπόν, όχι εδώ. Λοιπόν, έχω κάνει αυτά τα 3 part εδώ πέρα. Με το κύριο πάρτι μου να είναι αυτοί οι 3. Λοιπόν, τώρα θα σας δείξω πώς περπάτησα. Βγάζουμε αυτό που... Δες εδώ πόσο άνοιξα. Όπα. Περπατώντας όλο αυτό, έτσι. Περπατώντας όλη τη διάρκεια. Από εδώ, από εκεί. Οδυσσέα, αυτό εδώ το σωματάκι σου έλεγα. Αυτό εδώ. Εδώ πέρα. Και έλεγα πριν λίγο, δεν μπορεί να μην και λεπτά λέγαμε. Ναι, έχω, περιμένω. Δε το βάρεσα που μου είπες, αλλά δεν έκανε κάτι. Τζάβα περπατήσεις, θα το ξαναπερπατήσεις, δεν με πειράζει. Λοιπόν. Πάμε μέσα στο Τσοκόμπο Farm.
Pleasure to see you all again. And welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms.
Ναι, το
She
βρήκα το
started up
σπατάκι.
right after you left.
Εννοείται το
Anywho,
θυμάμαι.
what can I do you
Το
for?
DLC,
You in the market
τελευταίο
for
συν.
some fine-feathered friends by any chance?
Ναι.
Are we ever? Need him to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B. But now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though. Chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can.
Can we
My
buy some?
grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Can we buy some? Okay, revival. Άστο για το, γιατί δεν έχουμε τίποτα. Μουσικούλα, ναι. Πού είσαι ρε κούκλα, πώς πήγε το D&D? Welcome.
Howdy!
It's on the side. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding.
Αλλά πώς έμαθα είναι, δεν σε...
But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
10
The
grand.
thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1 grand. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours, free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why
Πρέπει να
not?
πιάσουμε τσόκομπο
Name's
τώρα.
Pico, the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet, by
Pico.
far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people, but if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe
Τζιρικάς.
back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Δεν ξέρω το soundtrack. Λοιπόν, για να δούμε τι είναι αυτό τώρα.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks
Chloe.
about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents... Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well,
Ναι, μωρέ.
but... Yeah,
Αυτός ήταν
I guess we do.
στο Gold Market,
Probably the sector.
Πού σε
6
κρέζει,
slums.
καλησπέρα.
He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they get help!
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Εγώ
Don't
δει
worry,
άπειρες φορές
your secret's
Σαλαμάδα.
safe with us. I
Πού σε
promise.
κρέζει, τι κάνεις, καλησπέρα. Καλό μήνα κιόλας, guys.
Take these greens.
Καλό
You
μήνα
can give them
στους.
to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see.
Α, και οι άλλοι
Maybe
greens
he'll
φυλάξει,
come back
κλασικά.
once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I
Πέρα από
don't
το
at
καλά
least
κάνεις,
try
καλά
to
κάνεις,
get you to
άραξε.
spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye... Also, if you have any golden plumes on
Golden
you,
plumes.
I can exchange them for chocobo gil.
Α, μάλιστα,
So
έτσι
be sure to
άπλε.
hand them over if you do.
Μάλιστα. Golden Blooms. Μάλιστα, customize το τέτοιο, Trade. Τώρα έχω 0. Οκ.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
Ω, έλα εδώ. Τι είναι αυτό? Timeless Road. Α, για την Εύη ήταν αυτό, Για να δούμε. Martin Equipment. Ναι, τι κάνει αυτό? Stop! Οκ. Εντάξει, δεν έχω τόσο... Είναι τόσο μεγάλο το πάρτι που τα ματιά δεν φτάνουν για όλους, έτσι.
All right, Pico. Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico? Let's try looking for some tracks.
Στο remake δεν υπήρχε το θέμα. Στο part 3, καλά είναι. Ωραία, και τι θέλει τώρα? Πρέπει να βρω το τσόκομπο. What? Κάτσε ρε. Α, εδώ τριγύρω είναι. Ή όχι. Προσπαθώ να δω θέλει να πάω ακριβώς. Tracing the tracks. Okay. Follow the chocobo tracks. Α. Νομίζω το βρίσκω έτσι. Έχει και τα φύλλα του.
Bingo.
Όπα.
Yeah! Come on, y'all. Let's go bag us a chocobo.
Α, είναι 3. Okay.
Keep it down. When you're on the hunt, you don't want to startle your prey.
Prey? You know we're not here to kill him, right?
Yeah?
Approach people without being noticed. If you are in danger of being spotted by him, one of them quickly press to roll out of sight. You can also distract chocobos by throwing stones. Okay, Ελένα και τετράγωνο. Τρολάρεις. Δεν μπορούσα να πιάσω, έπρεπε να πιάσω μόνο εκείνο. Μόνο αυτό. Πώς θα φτάσω εκεί ρε, χωρίς να με... Minigame checkpoint, okay. Κάτσε αυτό θα γυρίσει. Κάτσε να το κάνουμε το ρόλ. Ναι. Το μπορούμε να κοιτάμε στα μάτια. Και θέλει να πατήσω δάλτα. Οπ. Πώς φάνηκε. Obtain 2 golden plumes. Α, και θα σου βάλει να μαζέψεις κι άλλα τσόκομπο στο τέτοιο. Κοίτα εδώ, μαλάκα. Ραπανάκι.
Aw, isn't he just the cutest? You know, they are kind of similar. Totally.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry?
Sorry, that's all the food we had.
But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
Back to the ranch it is then.
Come
Έλα
on.
Λευτέρη. Πού είναι το Λευτέρη. Ανέβηκε, πού πήγε, πήγε μέσα. Το διέζεις το παλιό είναι, εντάξει, θα έχουν κάνει κοντινά, δεν μπορεί. Μην τους περνάς εσύ, μου τα αναγκαστεί.
Nothing beats a little taste of home, now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Η Cloud ποιος? Α, ο Ψηρικάς, το
Hey there.
προηγούμενο.
What a pleasant surprise! You do remember me, don't you?
Σε κολεγιόπεδο, να λέγει έτσι.
I knew you would. It was an absolute pleasure working with you in Midgar. Thank you again. Your invaluable intel allowed me to create so much materia. Detecting internal monologue. The hell's this weirdo doing here? I was created by Professor Hojo, you know. Though your thoughts could be read by any cyborg. But, to answer your question, I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble.
You need more battle intel.
Γεια σου, Χριστίνα, καλησπέρα.
That's the Cloud I know.
Καλό
Always eager
μήνα,
to
τι
get
κάνουμε,
on
πώς
with.
είμαστε?
But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remnawave towers first. They were
Ah,
originally
αυτά τα
constructed by
βρήκα,
the
ρε, αλλά δεν
Republic
ξέρω
of
τι να κάνω.
Shinnok, but were claimed by Shinra after the war. Since which time they've sat idle and untouched, just waiting for someone to put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world, the more my processing power will grow. As will the area I can serve.
Όλα ακούτε εδώ,
I
ανυπομονούσα να
might even be
συνεχίσω
able to
το Final
construct a
Fantasy.
communications network independent of Shinra. How does that sound? You'd not only be helping me,
Εσύ τι κάνεις,
but
πώς τα
yourselves
ενημερώσεις?
as well.
If we find him, we'll turn him on.
Wonderful. I thought you might say something like that. Let's get started
Έχεις πίνει
then.
έτσι, θα ρωτήσω.
See that tower? That's your first target.
Μετά πήγαινε εκεί που μου έδειξες,
And this will activate it.
μετά από κατευθείαν αποδοτές. The chat module.
As the tower is close by, allow me to accompany you.
Οκ. Νόμιζα ότι θα θέλει κάτι να ενεργοποιήσω, κανένα side quest εκείνο, γι' αυτό να το άφησα.
Here we are.
Ναι. Απλά πρέπει να κάνεις το διάλογο που μόλις έκανες και να ενεργοποιήσεις το δαρό. Οκ. Έχεις πάει δηλαδή εκεί πέρα που σου έδειξα. Οκ. Πόσο ρε άλλον, καλησπέρα.
Tower activation
Καλό μήνα,
confirmed.
τι κάνουμε?
Initiating preliminary scan of the grasslands. I'll ascertain
Κομμάτα
the locations
silence.
of fiends and natural resources.
Καλό μήνα, τι γίνεται, πώς είμαστε? Ναι. Έτσι, δώσ' μου πραγματάκι, σε παρακαλώ.
After careful consideration, I have devised a new name for this type of research. I call it World Intel.
Ναι, την ξεκινήσαμε χθες αλόν και προσπαθώ να κάνω υπομονή αν τη συνεχίσουμε σήμερα.
I hope you'll assist me in gathering relevant
περιμένω,
data
το
by
είδες,
completing various tasks on your travels. In return, I will
Ισχύει,
use the
Χριστίνα, ναι,
information
το
you
είδα και εγώ
provide to
τι
develop new
ξεκίνησε.
materia.
Αλλά δεν
Quid
μπορούσα
pro
να
quo.
δω χθες
To
γιατί
summarize,
δεν
I
το είχα
want us to
ξεκινήσει
become
ακόμα, αλλά ναι,
research
εγώ
partners.
θα το παίξω
But
όλο.
before that, is there anything you
Θα
would
το
like to
παίξω όλο και το
ask?
τερματίσουμε και στο stream. What would you like to ask about?
With a special pair of goggles, you can do battle in a virtual arena, regardless of your real-world location. That's the combat simulator. Or my combat simulator, as Shinra developed the stationary models first. And fret not, it will never be obsolete. I'll keep it up to date with intel from unique enemy encounters. I will also endeavor to implement all of the summons once I finish analyzing the myths and legends surrounding them, of course. In fact, after poring over stories from the grasslands, I have finished implementing a new one. The towering colossus known as Titan. Engage him at your leisure. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Towers.
These communications towers were built by the Republic of Junon in order to further their understanding of the planet. They scan for all manner of signals, which in turn reveal myriad locations of interest, such as long-forgotten ruins and rare natural phenomena. Should you happen to stumble across a tower, please activate it. I must urge you to proceed with caution, though. Feral beasts often claim these installations as their territory. Do you happen to have any questions about world intel and the like?
Λοιπόν, για δες, πες μου γι' αυτό.
Which particular task would you like to learn about?
Ο Μπρο είχε 100.000 πράγματα.
While it is normal for creatures to adapt to their environment, sometimes these adaptations make them a threat. I would like you to track down and eliminate these creatures, and amass data on them in the process. If you still have questions about world intel, do you happen to have any questions? With each piece of world intel you collect, you will also provide me with the data I need to develop new material. What I ultimately produce, however, is for you to decide.
What?
I look forward to finding out what we can create together. Do you happen to have any questions about...
Τι εννοεί? Δηλαδή θα μπορώ να διαλέξω specific, ας πούμε, πράγματα να κάνει.
I see no reason not to begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia. Which of these would you like?
Α, μου το δίνει πάνω, οκ. Αλλάζω το use fire and ice μαζί και autocast. Αλλάζει το use special with material when not actively controlled during battle. Then enemies... Και αυτή είναι max, Has fallen below a certain amount can be defeated in this fashion. Ας πούμε τώρα, Σαλαμάνδρα μας εδώ, ας πούμε, έχει δύο καλά, έτσι. Το unique ability θα σε βοηθήσει άμα το βάλεις κάπου να χτίσεις synergy ability με έναν άλλον χαρακτήρα. Και το autocast θα βοηθήσει και αυτό. Link the materia. Ναι, αυτό θα βοηθήσει και αυτό στη μάχη αρκετά. Το unique abilities. If I will also use when not active control if the material has been equipped. Νομίζω πάρω αυτό. Και έχω ακόμα ένα, άρα μπορώ να πάρω και αυτό. Okay, nice.
I wish you all the best in the long journey that lies ahead of you. And remember, you're not in this alone. Should you require assistance, just ask.
Oh, complete this challenge στο είναι βαράει τέτοιο. Summon Entity Titan. Λοιπόν, κάτσε να βάλουμε τα materia. Λοιπόν, άμα θεωρητικά βάλουμε... Δεν έχει Aerith. Θεωρητικά βάλουμε το unique ability. Τι θα καστάρει εδώ πέρα?
Cloud, I have recreated Titan, the mythic. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity so that I might complete its material.
Έτοιμος για την πέτρα, για να δούμε. Πόσο δύσκολο είναι να αυτή. Α, έχει. For battling summoned entities. Α, τώρα είναι εδώ, τώρα. If an entity is proving too difficult, you gain an advantage in battle by analyzing its corresponding summon crystals. Α, οκ. Α, και του κατεβάζεις το power αναλόγως στους κρυστάλλους σκοτώνεις, οκ. Θέλω να το δοκιμάσω, λοιπόν, πάμε. Στο Wayne, expanding new algorithms. Okay. Όπα. Μαλάκα. Με πετσοκόπια. Όπα, ρέστη μου. Εντάξει, φαίνεται να αποδυναμώσω. Μου κόβει πολύ. Όπα ρε. Καλά πήγε. Όχι, δεν τον έχω. Πρέπει να μάθω το... Να μάθω το MX στα dots, να κάνω το perfect dots. Να κάνω ένα retry λες. Το δοκιμάζω ακόμη μια φορά. Θέλω να δοκιμάσω μια φορά ακόμα, περιμένω. Δεν έχω πάμε. Δεν το βοηθήσει αυτό. Ας το cloud κάτω. Το Xbox είναι πίσω items. Δεν τον έχω. Δεν τον θέλει hug, ναι. Δεν ξέρω τι φάση με τα follow. Οκ, δεν τον έχω. Έχει πολύ damage, έχω πολύ low HP, ένα τα δύο. Με 1% μπαταρία, γεια σου πάνω. Φαντάζομαι εσύ είσαι μετά άλλα τα follows, γιατί όμως μπαίνουμε από άλλα accounts.
Analyzing one's failures can prove instructive.
Okay.
If there's anything,
Άρα θέλω farming.
please let me know.
My kind of thing τώρα, λοιπόν. Συνεχίζουμε τα main mission. Να δω πως άρμος γίνεται.
Hey, perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here, you just give that whistle a toot and your chocobo will come
αυτό
running.
παίξεις στο demo. Ωραία, ωραία.
So, who here's never been on
Έχει άλλο στο
chocobo?
level σου, ναι, το ξέρω τώρα.
Why don't we take a few
Θα κάνει
laps
και
to
στο
get you
demo.
comfortable then? Come with me.
Όπα, το πας εδώ. Τι ωραίο ρε φίλε που είναι, πόσο όμορφο είναι.
Here's where we get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community.
Πάω, θα φτάσω στο gold
Won't find
saucer.
a ranch around
Και
here
θα πάρω
that
και
doesn't
τα
compete.
τσόκομπο για τα runs.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a...
Πέσανε, το κόλλο. Να το, ήρθε.
Okay, but...
Use the training grants on Blizzard to get the hang of chocobo riding. L, Rush, Dash και Jump, ok. Άμα, να το δοκιμάσουμε. Αλλά για να δεις. Δεν έχει κάποιο στάμινα έτσι. Α, το πατάς. Α, οκ. Τώρα το πιάσα πώς λειτουργεί. Third. Τι θέλει, first 31. Θέλω να το ξανακάνω.
Not terrible, but hey.
We can't thank you enough.
Άσε με το ξανακάνω.
Oh, that reminds me. Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you. Though, don't run off just yet. I'm not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right?
Το στήσεις με τη
Same
δεύτερη
deal.
το 29. Θέλω και εγώ να δοκιμάσω, άρα μ' αφήνει, ωραία. People, λοιπόν, people the world over are willing to pay top gill for clowns hands. Ωραία, quest, side quest. Certain settlements will have a notice board. Ναι, which is ready to post job offers. Α, nice, ωραία, έχει και εκεί. You can wrap and unlock the waypoints. Αυτά τα waypoints που συνάντησα δεν μπορούσα να κάνω τίποτα. Okay.
What's up?
Ποιος είναι, εσύ ήσουν, να το ξανακάνω. Yes. Πόσο είστε Οδυσσέα? Έλα. 29. Α, Χριστίνα κοντά ήμουνα κι εγώ, εντάξει.
Keep riding like that and you'll clean up at the
Εσύ,
races.
Κρέστιν Τσάρμα. Α, nice, πω, τα λιώσω αυτά. Είναι κάτι εύκολο, εντάξει. Ωραία. Πω, ναι. Δώσ' μου πράγματα. Λοιπόν, κάτσα πάμε εκεί πέρα που είχα δείξει στον Οδυσσέα. Ό,τι μου είπε. Να φύγει και το Μάρκ κιόλας. Να δείτε και τι βρήκα.